Welcome back to KTAB for You. We are joined now by Clint, one of the physical therapists here at the West Texas Rehab Center. And I think we're going to learn about the ZeroG machine. Is that what it's called?
That's correct.
All right.
This system, Stacey, is designed to help take weight off of someone as they're rehabbing and work them back into regular land-based exercise. So what we have is the ZeroG system. This is one of the few systems that we actually have in the state. Our branch in San Angelo has the same system, but what this allows us to do is actually take a patient on land, program how much body weight we want to support them with, and then walk with them. So in this way, I can actually guide your feet or your knees or your hips, work on arm motions. These are all things that would be very difficult to do in the pool. And also, if you'd had a stroke or maybe someone was afraid of getting in the water, this allows for that to take place on land, or if it's a prosthetic, you can't get that person into the water. So this allows for a little bit more accurate deloading. So right now I have you deloaded at 20%, but if I wanted to take you down to 15%, I can do that. Or if I wanted to take you up to as much as 50%, and you're really feeling how that pulls you up.
The ground here.
Exactly. So this is a good way for us to actually progress a patient from 20 to 19 to 15 to 10% offload safely. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I've got it on full track. Why don't you just go ahead and walk to the end here. So whenever you come from a doctor, sometimes they'll say you're partial weight bearing or toe touch weight bearing, weight bearing as tolerated. Those are all things you might hear if you had a hip replacement or you had some kind of surgery, arthroscopic surgery on the foot or ankle, knee or hip. And people always go, well, how do I tell what is full weight bearing and what's partial weight bearing? Well, this system allows us to progress into that full weight bearing without actually causing any kind of pain. So if you were in any kind of pain, I could actually deload you to a point where you're in any pain anymore, and then progress into walking with or without a cane or a walker.
And so what did y'all do before you had this? Obviously you have the pool and other things, but what are some other, I guess, things that you did with patients?
That's a great question. So we used to put people in the pool. I can't hold my breath that long, so it'd be really hard for me to work with your ankle in that setting. So what we would have to do is we'd have to have two therapists. One therapist would be holding you, and the other therapist would be using like a stool or something to progress your foot or your knee. Now this takes away all of that one person that's holding you up. If you try and fall right now, you're only going to fall 4 inches. So go ahead and let me see you fall.
Sit back.
Just fall.
Okay.
Fall. Did you feel it? Did you feel it?
I did. I was kind of nervous to let myself fall, but I did.
Okay, let's try that again.
Catch me.
All right. Try that again. Okay, so it's not going to let you fall any faster than that.
So before, you would have to be the one to catch them.
Exactly. Okay, so I want you to try something kind of fun here. This is a velocity.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of distance like I had you set for just a moment ago, if I had an upper level patient that maybe it wasn't necessarily the fall, but it was how fast they fell, I can actually stop you if you're falling quickly. So let me grab a chair, and I want you to sit as fast as you can down into that chair.
Okay.
Okay, so you weren't sitting with a controlled, in a controlled manner, so it stopped you. Now I want you to try and sit down controlled. There you go. So someone that really plops down, we'd be able to work on that in a controlled setting. Now, last one, the system is disabled. Okay, so this is in an instance where maybe I want you to be able to get to the ground, or I'm having you do some really quick motions with your feet, and the velocity would prevent me from being able to do those quick motions because it's velocity that's determining what you can and cannot do. But if you were to fall, go ahead. It's going to control fall all the way to the ground. So put your hands out. Okay, did you feel like it was not going to let you fall real fast?
I think so, yeah.
So in the event that I wanted to work on someone that was going real fast and they just got tripped up, they have an ACL injury of some sorts and they get tripped up, they can fall down and not feel like they're going to bang their knee or hurt their wrist whenever they catch themselves. That's something that really was hard for us to work on at one point, because how do I use a gait belt as they're going through these fast motions and then they fall, and then now I'm trying to catch them as they're doing this quick motion. This prevents me from having to do that, which also takes injury out of question for me.
And so as a physical therapist, how do you think this will better improve your patient's outcome having this machine?
I think what people are going to see is, one, they're going to start trusting themselves faster. So I can take that cane or that walker out of your hands and you don't feel like you're going to fall because of me, because you know that you're going to be caught with the system. I think also people are going to see that I'm going to be able to reduce that number, that 20% offload to 18% offload to 16% offload to finally to 10% offload. And they're going to feel that weight difference with that reduction in pain as they progress into not using an assisted device.
And so knowing that some donors are the ones that made it possible for this, as well as the one in St. Angelo, what does that say about the people who support what you do?
That's what makes West Texas Rehab special. This isn't a private pay organization. Yes, we have people that can come in if they have Blue Cross Blue Shield or Medicaid or Medicare, but the donor sponsorship is what allows us to take our level of treatment to the next level. And whether or not that's with education or instruments like this one, or if it's just allowing a patient that doesn't have insurance to be able to come in and actually have care that's quality, that's what West Texas Rehab is all about.
All right. So are we done with my physical therapy for the day?
What do you think?
I think so. I think
all
we're
right.
good. I think I'm ready to get back out there. All right, if you would like to contact the West Texas Rehab Center, they are located at 4601 Hartford Street. You can give them a call at 793-3400 or go to thewesttexasrehab.org.